What's good? What's good?
What's good, man?
It's your boy WHODASHOOTA. You already know who am I with today.
Silent funeral in the building, man. What's going on?
Nah, shit. You know what I'm saying? We in the funeral house. You dig what I'm saying? We in the trenches. We in the graveyard right now.
Graveyard.
Yeah.
Skeleton.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Shit, we need to go straight into that shit. You feel me? Silent funeral. What gives you that name? Like you said, some people kind of mention, like, is that a band? Is that a group? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what got you on the silent funeral? Because, honestly, I was going to ask you. I had a question. I thought your rap name was Everett. You know what I'm saying? Everett. So I didn't know. That's what I was like. Because I didn't know that's what you was going by. Because I was looking up your music, and that's what was in there. And it said Silent Funeral too. So I was going to ask, what's the official rap name?
Yeah, well, it's definitely Silent Funeral. And I really, I feel like I really wanted to put a theme around my product as a musician. And so I fuck with the whole dark style shit, you know, like vampires and zombies and scary shit, you know, like that. So I thought if I mix it up and, you know, mix up the really dark with the dark trap, you know, I can make a really dope sound, maybe with some crazy screaming, you know, some really dark, angry style music mixed with some really dark trap beats, blended with some fashion, and, you know, come out like that. But the funeral and the silent, that really comes from, because I'm killing shit silently. I'm making moves in silence, but I'm still killing shit, putting them in funerals, you know what I'm saying? So that's where the whole name comes from. Kind of cliche, but it's cool, you know.
Man, I fucks with it. It was Silent Funerals, right?
It's Open Casket.
Open Casket.
Open Casket.
See, that's what I'm saying. I was so thrown off because I thought Silent Funerals was the rat. Like,
Yeah,
I just, like you said, I'm just, like, so.
Good.
It was Open Casket, and that's when you had the jacket on, and it was like pink and white kind of almost.
Open Casket, yeah. It was a pink cover with the, I was wearing the off-white jacket.
That motherfucker go off. So going to that, like, I listened to that straight off the bat. So was that your first tape?
Yeah, that was my first tape.
Okay. And the most recent tape was what?
It was Gator Castle.
Castle.
I flew out to New Orleans and did a whole tape, Gator Castle, with 3 other New Orleans artists, Willis, Foy, and Gusto the Plug.
What? Okay.
So I flew out there strictly to make a tape with these New Orleans artists so we could do a tape together on some southern, like, auto-tune style shit. And I never really had made like an auto-tune themed tape. And so this time around on Gator Castle, we switched it up and we fucked with the auto-tune and it came out dope. So y'all go check out Gator Castle.
Gator Castle. Yeah, and that's what I was going to ask you because I just listened to that and I was like, all right. I saw a way different, it's like almost like 2 different from the first tape to that one. It was 2 different, not styles, but I just almost like progression. Like I thought you felt more comfortable, like you're starting to get more comfortable where you want your style to go with, like you said, the chat fashion, but still adding that darkness to it.
Yeah, I definitely was feeling myself for that tape, you know. The fashion definitely plays a major key, you know. I just got off the plane, I'm in New Orleans, that's back home. You know what I'm saying? I'm dripping, I got the designer on, you know what I'm saying? That definitely influenced the music to make it come out way more comfortable sounding and progressed. So yeah, most definitely.
Okay, and what I did notice, Overdose is your most played song.
Yeah.
So like,
I think I'm about to overdose. Yeah, bitch, I think I'm about to overdose. Yeah, bitch, I think I'm about to overdose. Yeah, bitch, I think I'm.
Yeah.
So like, what's up with that? You feel me? Like, you feel like that's, like, did you listen to the fans? Do you feel like you're gonna listen to the fans when it comes to future music? Or are you gonna keep trying to do that, or what you feel?
Well, Overdose was my favorite song on my first tape, and that's where I really felt like I was blending the super dark, angry, screaming, almost rock style with the super crazy trap, super heavy, fast trap. You know, 808 bass lines, you know, crazy shit like that. So
It's got 14.
what I definitely did is, you know, a lot of that is promo too. I felt like it was the best song on my tape, the one that stood out the most. So I went through another artist that is from Denver. A lot of people may know It's Okay to Cry, and I got a repost from him on SoundCloud, and that boosted that song up probably about 400 or 500 plays. So that proves right there, pay for reposts if an artist really has a following, it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? That shit can really pay off for a repost. You can definitely gain some new fans and new supporters through that shit. So never be scared to invest in yourself.
And what we was talking in investing in yourself, I noticed that you do that a lot. I noticed your covers are not fugazi.
Yes.
Your music, like I see you got the beats made by certain people and everything. So obviously you got connections with them and everything. So like when it comes to that, do you find yourself like, do you feel like investing in yourself is the key? Have you found a little more success? Have you found a little more following what you doing? That little, just those little differences?
Yes, most definitely. So, a lot of people know I used to go by a rap named Cowboy Slim. Back then, I want to say I was cheap because I was still buying beats, you know, I was still doing my thing, paying for music videos, but I was taking the cheap, fast route. I was just putting out constant music, just freestyling over beats, using non-profit beats off YouTube, you know, shit like that. Shit that wouldn't really stand out because other people would have it so easily. So what I did when I rebranded myself to Silent Funeral is I told myself I'm gonna take everything serious. Everything's gonna be paid for. Everything's gonna be leased. You know, buy something with ownership. All my graphics and artwork is gonna be paid for by somebody legit to get done. Cause you know when you have a page on SoundCloud or Instagram or Twitter, and everything looks professional, people are gonna be more attracted to it. If you have half-ass work, you're gonna have half-ass supporters. If you got you know really quality work, you're gonna have quality supporters because they're gonna want to stick around. And people see you invest, bro. Like I've gained a lot more fans just off people seeing me spend money. Like they respect the fact that somebody would spend money on their dreams versus just go spend money on like I could go to the like I go buy clothes and shit at the mall, but like I could go buy shit that like other people would buy instead of investing in my dream, but like I put my money into that, so people respect that because they know I can spend on other shit, you know what I'm saying? So they probably just respect the hustle and the ambition.
They got to. Shit, if they don't, I don't know what's going on. Speaking of like the hustle, you feel me? So like you said you got the dark trap music. Do you feel like that's gonna be? Do you feel like you? What do you feel like you're in the position? Actually, what do you feel like within music you find that genre is? Do you feel like you got a lot of catching up like with that to do, or you feel like you fit right in? Like you feel like you're gonna be straight?
I feel like I still need to find my lane exactly, cause I want to go with the rock mixed with the trap. Not the rock, but you know the anger and the screaming and
the emotion, shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck what they call it.
Mixed with the dark trap, but I also, you know, I definitely want to blend in the fashion with it. So I'm still finding my lane, but I still feel like I'm making dope music right now. So I feel like as long as I'm progressing and finding my own lane, eventually I'm just gonna make my own sound 1000% complete. And people are gonna fuck with it, and that's when I'm really gonna take off. And that's what I'm really focusing on this tape right now. I just showed you a song. I don't know if you checked it out yet, but
that shit was hot. That shit was hot. And the thing was, I was gonna ask you, I said this sound different.
Yeah, bro.
So what you got? Man, we was actually listening to it at the crib.
Yeah.
You basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so like, I want to go a little bit in that, just a little bit of like lyric meaning. What do you like? Go. You can say the lyrics because I didn't get them kind of quite right, but
here, I'll break down the lyrics right now. Here it goes. So let's say. This go to hook. Dancing in the graveyard, dripping in designer. If they told you I wasn't fresh to death, then they some liars. I be killing outfits. I'm a murder for hire. Shawty is a 10, but I'm a one-nighter. My shit fire, my drip new, my cookies green, my money blue. If you don't fuck with me, then I don't fuck with you. Dancing in the graveyard in European shoes, cool.
Oh, in European shoes. Oh, I thought it said you, boy.
My
That's
cookies green, my money blue.
Oh, that motherfucker was hard when I heard that.
And then I came in brand new Givenchy when I was still, you know, so that's the verse, but...
Alright, yeah. I didn't even know you said step in the European shoes.
I'm coming in, I'm really blending in the fashion shit and the designer clothes and the And, you know, just the whole persona with that in a graveyard, you know, like, it's gonna be dope. Wait till y'all see the video. Trust me. It's gonna be a movie.
That's what I talk about.
A scary movie. It's gonna be lit.
Hey, speaking of smoke, this is some gas, bro. Got for sure.
Yeah.
You prefer sativa or indica?
I fuck with indica, bro.
You like to be, you know,
I can do hybrids, you know what I'm saying? I can do hybrids all day, but I definitely prefer indica. I can't do, I don't go like and buy straight sativa, you know. Years old, in my head and shit. Like the first rap song I can ever remember is Miss Jackson by Outkast. I remember being 5 years old, going to my grandma's house in Nebraska, because my dad from Nebraska, but my mom from New Orleans. I'm not really like close to my dad's side. I ain't seen my dad since I was like 13. But I remember being 5 years old, going to Nebraska to visit my grandma and my dad's mom, and Miss Jackson playing, and that being like one of the most catchy, like repetitious, like songs, you know what I'm saying? Like just the whole hook, the whole I am for real, you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit. It was just so here it goes shit. But yeah. So remember that song playing, that's like the first song I remember. And ever since then I just like love rap music. Like
trap. Where do you feel that you got the dark trap from? Like what produced that? Cause I mean, the shit kind of cut off. You was talking about your back, pastoring and everything, all the moving and shit. But what produced the dark trap in you? You feel me?
My favorite beats growing up, man, when I was like 15 years old, 16, was when Gucci came out, bro. Gucci used to have them super dark trap beats, bro. Super slow, 60 beats per minute, hard as fuck, motherfucking beats. You know what I'm saying? Those are my favorite type of beats. And I always loved super energetic music at the same time, so if I can find a super hard dark trap beat and then throw some crazy energy on it, man, that's the fucking recipe. That's, you know, that's when we cooking some shit. So that's really where I found that sound, bro. That's why I love it so much, and I feel like nobody's really doing it. Like a lot of people compare me to Ghost Man because I be screaming and shit. And cause I got long hair and look like him and shit, but like I'm trying to mix in the trap, the southern fashion designer shit with that, you know what I'm saying? And nobody's doing that yet, so that's where I'm headed with it, and that's where I'm trying to go.
I mean, where do you see your music going? You got how many tapes? 4? Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been looking, bro.
I got 3. I got the 4th one about to come out. Dancing in the Graveyard.
Dancing in the Graveyard.
Shit gonna be hard, I promise.
My Europeans.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's gonna be the 4th tape. That's gonna drop sometime in late April, May, early May. You know, right before the summer.
Okay.
Video.
Damn, I kind of get.
Yeah, we about to kill it, man.
Man, so you know what I'm saying? You got. So it's gonna be 4 tapes on the market. You got 3 solid tapes, like 3 solid. Cause I remember I saw you post something. You was like, "Hey, I'm about to start being for real. I'm about to give y'all 4 solid projects a year, and they gonna, you know, be all just like you said, beat solid, covers, everything full production."
Yep.
So where could we see Silent Funeral coming up this whole year? What we got you for 2018?
That's what I'm gonna do. This is my plan. Every 3 months, I'm releasing a legit project. And this is my whole plan. Come out with 4 projects and then release a video. I wanted to come out with the projects to gain a little bit of, you know, a little bit of clout, a little bit of attention. And now I'm gonna drop a video. It's gonna be a super fire video. I know y'all gonna fuck with it 100%. And that's when I'm gonna catch y'all. And then y'all really gonna start fucking with me. And then we're gonna start dropping videos to the songs that y'all want. And then we're just gonna go from there. But yeah, definitely expect to take every 3 months, guaranteed 100%. You will get 4 projects a year.
Get a feature from type shit. Who do you feel like's the hottest in the game that you kind of is giving you that juice to keep going? You know what I'm saying?
Features, I would definitely say, man, if I had to, like bucket list, Hooders, Pablo Juan, Gunna, Young Thug, fucking Travis Scott. Fucking might even get on some Mozzie, you feel me? I fuck with Mozzie, his voice is dope. I fuck with Nipsey Hussle. So yeah, I mean, I could definitely fuck with
Okay, so
Yeah,
some
I
of the
might
new
even
cat.
fuck with some. I like Marlo a lot too.
Oh yeah, he cold.
He cold as fuck. And Lil Baby, he cold
Yeah,
as fuck
he
too.
cold.
Definitely Atlanta. Atlanta's fucking hard. Moneybagg Yo, he go hard as fuck. So yeah, I'm fucking with all them. I'll definitely get some features from them.
And I'm listening to your music, and it's like, but you got your own style. So that's what like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's gonna break you. Cause like when it comes to style, like look, the freshness, you know what I'm saying? Da Vinci shoes, you know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you like what got you to what got you fresh like this? Not even what got you fresh, like what, like you know what I'm saying? The average white rapper ain't coming like this, you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like they come, but it's like they trying, you feel me? There's not too much, you know what I'm saying? There's not too much trying. It looks like this is just what it is.
I feel you. Well, anybody that knows me growing up, you can ask them. And if they're watching this interview, they know it's a fact. I've always had the drip, bruh. I've had the drip since I was a little kid. I was a little skater kid, bruh. I used to wear Nike SB Dunks with the skinny jeans and a fly skater tee. I used to look fresh as fuck, you know what I'm saying? So I always had the fashion. My mom has always been into fashion like crazy. I got an LV tattoo right here because my mom, Veronica Landry, that's her name. I got the LV just because she into the fashion shit, the drip. So she was a huge influence on keeping her swag right, because she always taught me, you know, appearance is everything, bro. Like, if you meet people and they see you got on nice clothes and nice outfit, they automatically gonna take you, in most people's opinion, more seriously than somebody that's dressed with like less hygiene. They look bummy, you know what I'm saying? They just ain't looking right, you know what I'm saying? It's a certain way you present yourself. And in the rap game, you gotta present yourself correct. Because if you come looking like a bum standing next to dudes who look like hooders probably want, you ain't gonna last long, you know what I'm saying? So that's just how I see it. You gotta stand out. You gotta walk through the mall and people look at you and be like, who the fuck is that? You know, that's how I feel. So if I got people looking, I'm doing something right. Feel me?
Off top. And I look at your style, like, do you feel like you dark dress? I mean, not dark dress. You dress dark, you feel me? Kind of comparing to your style, or what do you feel like?
That kind of wraps around my product and my whole aesthetic. I like wearing all black clothes because like a funeral, you know what I'm saying? A silent funeral. And at a funeral, everybody wears all black clothes. So that's definitely part of the product and the brand. I like to keep it all black. You know, I mix in a little bit of colors, you know, just to throw some sauce on it. But yeah, I love all black clothing, and I always have.
Got to. I want them to know, like, exactly, because I think they kind of got confused, because when it comes to, like, this music shit, they got to understand, like, you're trying to bring a different mode. So, like, you got to just let them know what you got coming on, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not no regular, it's not going to be compared as mumble rap. Like, they got to understand, like, you put in, like, a different drive into it.
Yeah, for sure. So I got Dancing in the Graveyard coming. The single gonna come out. That's gonna be the first song I release. This was Zanny Pacquiao. He's a artist. He's worked with some drug-rich artists like Scarfo the Plug and some other drug-rich artists. He's a really dope underground producer. So he has a really unique sound. I'm coming out with him. Coming out with that, you know, that energy, that authentic original sound. You know, that's what I'm trying to create. And then I'm gonna drop a crazy video on y'all. It's gonna be not scary, but you know, it's gonna have a horror aesthetic to it. We're gonna make it look a little haunted, you know, a little Halloweenish and shit. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, man, I have another project out in about 4 or 5 months for y'all. So let's get it poppin'. Stay tuned.
Oh, Gucci.
Yeah.
I don't know, I remember that shit. That shit. Gucci. Yeah, that niggas don't know about that shit, bruh.
Crazy Walker.
Classical Gucci, you feel me?
Crazy Wooda Kid instrumental.
Ooh.
Super dark.
Ooh.
Super dark one.
Ooh, man. They don't know about that, though.
Oh, bro. Don't know about
Zip. Body bag. Yeah, trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Hey, so let them know the plug-in outlets, social media, and everything they can get you at and everything. All that shit.
Yeah, so you can go follow me on Twitter at SilentFuneral93. You can go follow me on Instagram at SilentFuneralOfficial. Or you can go follow me on SoundCloud at Silent Funeral, soundcloud.com/Silent Funeral, you feel me? So go check me out, man, Silent Funeral.
If you want to fuck with this nigga, you gotta come with gas, cause I'm high as shit.
You gotta come with that gas. Go to 14er out in Boulder, bro. Tell him Silent Funeral sent you, you feel me? Yeah.
That way.
That way.